Welcome to our Web Extra. We're talking with Senator Cory Booker, the Democrat from New Jersey. And you're in town in part to talk about this Stronger Way
Because clearly I'm not here to talk about the Giants.
That's a very short discussion.
Let's have an awful season. Will the Packers please take it easy on them? I would really appreciate that.
I don't know if we could promise that, but I do want to talk to you about A Stronger Way. It's something that you and Senator Baldwin feel strongly about, that you want to tackle poverty. But you say it's really tax reform. How is it a tax reform package?
Well, we have the most outrageous tax system with gifts to the wealthiest amongst us, like carried interest, that are so appalling. And what we're forgetting is we're the bargain in America is eroding. That if I work a full-time job, work hard, pick extra shifts, why is it that tens of millions of Americans who are working Americans still find themselves at the poverty level, still can't afford the basics for their family? And so we're saying you want to reform the tax code, stop these outrageous gifts that are not trickling down, and start investing in making work a pay again, bringing dignity. Because when our parents were era, if you worked even a minimum wage full-time job in our parents' era, that was enough to support a family. Well, minimum wage hasn't kept up with inflation. In fact, if the minimum wage did, it would be over $20 an hour now. So work is actually paying less as everything else is going up. Childcare is going up, prescription drug costs are going up, college education is going up, you name it, it's increasing, but yet wages are not. So we have Americans literally getting poorer and poorer as they're working harder and harder. And so what Tammy and I, Senator Baldwin and I have just said is like, wait a minute, time out. We cannot sit back and watch the rules of the game change. Let's start building our economy from the ground up, the strong foundation of American workers. Our legislation literally would change the equation, help people get more back from their taxes, the earned income tax credit, the child care tax credit, would bring money back into their pockets to give them that strong foundation where work has gotten weak. Now it would make work strong. That's why we call it A Stronger Way. And I'll tell you this, this actually fuels the economy better. We now know, we have enough longitudinal data to know that tax cuts for the richest of the rich, actually, they're not spending more. But when you give it to the people who are trying to make ends meet, they're consumers. They're out there. Maybe they're going to get a little bit better. Maybe they're going to be able to buy a car now for transportation, buy things for their home, buy things for their children. It actually fuels the economy and has what we call a multiplier effect better. So let's start with common sense tax reform that focuses on the people that are hurting the most in our country, giving relief to the people that are doing most of the consumption, that are working hardest in America, middle class and low wage workers.
And is any of that likely to be a part of what tax reform ultimately looks like?
Well, this is the great thing about Tammy Baldwin, frankly, is because she has this wonderful way, and that's why I'm happy that she's a senior senator and teaching me, of saying, you know what, it's not good enough for us to stand on the left and just yell at what we want.
Offer solutions?
We've got to offer solutions that can actually get bipartisan support. I was blown away that Tammy Baldwin got John McCain to sign on her bill to get fair drug pricing. That's impressive work by your senator in this state. And that's why, for me, what we have here is she and I picked a pathway that Republicans have been praising. This is a Ronald Reagan idea, the Earned Income Tax Credit. And you have Democrat and Republican presidents that have been pushing the Earned Income Tax Credit consistently. Paul Ryan says one of the best anti-poverty programs we have is the Earned Income Tax Credit. So if my friends on the right believe that, hey, if we want to make work pay again, it's all about the dignity of work, elevating work in this country. Let's expand the Earned Income Tax Credit and the Child Care Tax Credit.
Final question, foreign policy. President Trump has indicated that he will probably decertify the Iran nuclear deal this coming week. What does that mean? Congress will have to act. But what does it mean?
First of all, it's terrifying. We all should understand that this is a scary moment where the president is going to basically take a deal that was chiseled out of multiple allies, China, Russia, our European allies, have all got Iran having to subject themselves to the most intrusive inspections, has basically halted their nuclear program. And now that he wants to say, even though his own administrative officials, from his Secretary of Defense to McMaster, to so many of his military officials on his senior team have said, don't do this. Now he wants to pull out. He's going to weaken our moral strength in the country. He's going to put us in a position where Iran can say, okay, if you're doing this, then we're going to continue with our nuclear program. Look where we are with North Korea right now. And so this is a very sad day where America's not going to honor its agreement. I sat down recently with the ambassadors from Germany, from France, from England, who all were saying with a chorus of conviction, don't do this. And so it's going to put us in an untenuous position, force it back to Congress, and really precipitate a crisis again in our country, when we should be strong and united with our allies against an Iranian nuclear program. And by the way, he keeps saying we should have gotten all this other stuff done, like to stop Iran's bad behaviors in other areas in the region. Well, you know what? Congress just passed sanctions against them for their missile testing. So in other words, we still have all the weapons we need to work on stopping Iran's bad actions. Why unplug us from the nuclear element and the gains we've made from the nuclear agreement that we have? It makes no sense. His own military generals are saying it. You have Republicans that are talking about that this is foolhardy, and now he's going to try to say wipe his hands because of campaign promises and rhetoric. He's going to try to push this back to Congress and at the same time destabilize us, have America lose its moral high ground in the international world, lose our alliance with our allies. This is a very bad moment, and folks should follow this very closely and let their voices be heard.
Senator Cory Booker is the Democrat from New Jersey. We appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me back out here.
Today's Web Extra.